Welcome to the Sisters Like Us podcast. I'm Lakin.
And I'm Allie, and we're here to share our perspectives as sisters from two different generations.
So grab a glass of wine
or a bottle,
and let's dive in.
Cheers!
Hello. Welcome to episode 15 of the Sisters Like Us podcast.
15, you guys.
We are here to talk about beauty. So we originally put beauty and fashion together, and then if you listen to our episode on fashion, it was long, so we split them up.
And beauty is what I'm so excited about.
I am excited, but also a little bit nervous because I feel like your generation picks on mine.
I don't think anyone picks on each other.
Really? Because the number of TikToks or whatever that I've seen making fun of the side part. What is wrong with the side part?
I actually don't think anything's wrong with the side part. I think you look great with a side part.
Thank you.
I did a side part when I was younger, but I did it to the point where my entire hair was on one side. It wasn't even a side part. It was just a
comb over?
Yes. Then, when people started doing side parts more, I was like, oh, maybe this will look better with my face shape. I think it is all depend. I think yes, it's a trendy thing, but also I think it depends on your face shape because there is still plenty of I still have friends that have side parts.
I love that. I do agree. I think where your part is, whether it's on the side and which side it's on, or on the middle, is very much dependent on your face shape and the way that your hair falls. My hair, see, that's what confuses me, is I actually think we have very similar hair. For those of you who, even if you're watching on YouTube, you may not be able to tell. We actually have...
Especially because my hair's up, but...
Yeah, your hair is up and slicked back.
Which we will talk about.
Yeah, we do need to talk about because I bought a product for that look and hate the way it looks on me. Anyways, to start, we have very similar hair types. We both have very thick, luxurious. I feel very. I don't mean that in a
luxurious.
Our hair is
text there. It is all bright.
I don't mean that in a way where oh my gosh, our hair is amazing. Because there are cons to thick hair, but we both do have really beautiful thick hair
And now it's a similar length.
Yeah.
Mine used to be so long.
Your hair used to be so long. Mom is convinced that we got our hair from her mom. That she had hair like this, and the fact that we both have it.
But also, if you didn't style yours, the same way if I didn't style mine, it would be wavy, kind of like how hers is when she doesn't style it.
Yeah, but mom has very thin hair. Very fine hair.
Yeah.
So I have found that if I try to do a middle part, and I will do a middle part if I'm doing space buns or doing my hair in some sort of pigtail, and my hair is so thick that the other half is just, it looks weird.
So kind of going into this slick back thing, you can't do a slick back with a side part.
Oh, okay. So that's why it doesn't work on me.
So same thing with me is I have a very I have a heavier side, whether it's in my middle part or in a side part.
But you have a natural part.
Yeah, but this has become my natural part.
In the middle?
Yeah. But I have a couple awkward pieces.
If you're not watching on YouTube, you might be a little confused.
Anyways, so if you've seen the trend of the slick back hair, I have it right now, and it's I literally go that with my hair to make this part and go up.
Yeah.
And I actually, this is kind of gross, I actually use it just with the grease of my hair, because you do it on a greasy hair day.
Right.
I do it right after I wash it. So then I put, and actually here's a little hack. Instead of using a gel or something to keep your hair slicked, use a hair mask. So that when you wash your hair later, it's been in a mask.
Oh, so what a fun hack.
Yeah, so I use a hair mask, just a Shea Moisture or whatever, and then slick it back, and then I just have this Kristen S little it's called the Kristen S recovery balm, and I just use that to get the flyaways.
That's what I bought.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. You're saying I can't do that with my side part, which is what I've tried.
No, but I've pretty much mastered it, I think.
Maybe we need a day where Allie does it for me.
Yeah, and I sometimes will change up I'll just have a ponytail or a slick back hairstyle is always in my week somehow. Right before I wash my hair.
Right before you wash your hair.
Yeah. But I can do the little bun with the little hair sticking out, or just a ponytail, or today I did a braid if you're watching.
It's cute. I think my other issue that I struggle with sometimes though is when I look at it on other people, you, Lindsay does it a lot, really cute. I love the way that it looks, and then when I try to do it on myself, I hate it.
Yeah, I will say, like, it took some time to get used to because I have kind of a small head. I feel like for my
But
body.
for your height, I agree.
I have, like, my friends and I always laugh about it. Like, I just have, like, a little pinhead. Because I used to never wear my hair up. You would never catch me with my hair up when I was younger. And then, like, my roommate, Cindy Wade, loves my hair up. So she always would be so excited when I would go out with my hair up and, like, style it and, like, whatever. And so it would always be, like, a joke that, like, if I went out with my hair up, it was just for Cindy Wade.
That's so cute.
But now that, like, this, like, black thing has become a thing, I've, like, really liked it. It just, I feel so put together.
Yeah, I get that.
You know?
I need to figure out how to master it. Any
It's
other
always
hair
okay.
trends? Or differences, I guess, between our generations? The big one I thought of was the part location.
Yeah, well, I feel like this isn't maybe a generational thing, but, like, right now, bows are very trendy, which bows used to be trendy. And I think also headbands are coming back.
Ooh, I love a good headband.
So, like, if you've noticed, like, so I've been wearing more, like, just, like, the, you know, not even, like, a headband, like you go like that with, like, just, like, the little athletic ones almost, but, like, wearing them, like, with a cute outfit. Like, they're, like, colored and they're, like...
Interesting.
Like, I'm not talking about, like, the Nike ones, but you know what I mean. Like,
no, I
like,
do know
thick.
what you mean.
They're, like, really thick, and I just, like, today I could have worn, like, you know, a little brown one with this, or, like, whatever. I love a headband.
I love a headband, too, but I don't want it to be too flattening because I actually feel like I have a large forehead for my face shape.
I don't agree with that, but
okay, I appreciate that.
I've never noticed that, actually.
Okay, well, maybe that's just one of my own personal insecurities.
Yeah, maybe. But there's different ways that you could do that headband, like pushing it back and then, like, pulling hair out from the...
Right.
But, another hair trend. I think it could be a generational thing, too. Like, curling your hair. Heatless curls.
Oh, yeah, that's such a thing right now. That's, like, just a trend thing. I think it doesn't matter how old you are.
So I just did it the other day.
Did it work?
Yeah. So I tried to get the little Amazon thing that, you know, has the clip on the top and whatever, but since my hair is kind of, not to, like, boast about my hair, it was pretty soft. So, like, it doesn't hold very well on that thing. So then I was, like, looking up all these ways of, like, how people are doing it, whatever. And I used the tie from my robe and, like, put it on my head. And I used a roller for my bangs and then put the tie in, like, through the roller and then tied my hair to it. And my hair came out wavy. And it was way more comfortable to sleep in.
That's cool. Here's my issue with that trend. That is work you're doing at night to prevent work in the morning. For a morning person, that's not it.
Oh, that's
By
a good
the
point.
time we get to nighttime...
it takes like 30 seconds.
No, it does not. It takes a lot more than 30 seconds. Maybe once you finally get the hang of it, it's fast.
That's true.
But it is enough for me at night to have the energy to, like, wash my face and brush my teeth. I'm not also setting up my hair. I would rather run the curling iron through it in the morning. It takes me 5 minutes now. I'm very good at doing it super fast, especially with a baby. She sits there. It's so cute, actually. She sits there and, like, watches me get ready. And I can do it so quickly. So I don't know if that will ever be a thing for me.
Yeah, I don't foresee it being a huge thing for me. I think the only reason why I did it the other night was because I had to be up early to go to playing with my friends. So I was like, oh, this is just, like, knock something out. But another thing that's kind of, like, not a thing anymore. I used to, when I was in high school, like, when my hair was wet, braid my hair before I went to bed. So I
used to do that.
Yeah, so when I woke up, it was, like, all crimped.
Mm-hmm.
I did that every night to the point where people at school thought that was my natural hair. I never didn't go to school with my, like, braided, crimped hair.
Interesting.
It was the start of the heatless curls because it was easy and I was done and then I woke up and just took them out.
Moving on from hair, let's do skincare or makeup.
Let's do skincare. Let's save makeup for the end.
I'm going to be honest. Until maybe 5 years ago, I
completely agree with you. Hardly
did anything related to skincare.
So I think that we're very grateful that we have pretty good skin.
Yes.
You know, I've gotten asked before, like, what product do you use on your face? And, like, not until recently, kind of like you just said, like, I literally would tell people, like, nothing. Like, I literally wash my face with soap and put, like, the most generic lotion on my face that I find at Walgreens. Like, nothing. I think I am a firm believer that the more you put on your skin, the worse it's going to be.
Depending on the struggles that you have with your skin,
yes,
I think that's 100%. Fair. I also think I used to make things worse because I have always said that I have oily skin, and I do have skin that leans more oily.
Mine totally leans more dry.
Oh, interesting. Mm-hmm. But I used to think that in order to combat that, I needed to have the most drying, exfoliating face wash everything. And that was actually probably making it worse, I have learned, because then my face would make more oils to compensate for the amount of oil I was stripping away. And then it would get worse.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was the queen of like those like oil blotting pads all the time.
Oh, yeah.
My skin was so oily.
Clean and Clear, listen, they just knew what they were doing at the time. You know, we had morning bursts and every the orange with the little things in it, every single person in our family used the same.
Mom still has that face wash in her guest bathroom. Yeah. I think it's the green one, not the orange one.
You wouldn't catch me dead using Clean and Clear.
No, but you know our brothers use it. That's why it's in there.
Sure, like that's fine. But I feel like now I'm not going to go out and buy, I don't even know how to say it, like just like those fancier brands. Like I'm just like, skincare is not like there are people like that just have like shelves of skincare that's like color coded. It
goes bad. It goes bad way faster than they're ever going to use those shelves of skincare.
I'm just like, I wish I was someone that was into skincare, but no, like I use the most generic stuff. I feel like my short and sweet skincare routine consists of, I actually love going to TJ Maxx and Marshalls and finding like the face washes that are literally retailing for $30 for like $12. So I actually have a Laneige face wash that I use, which is really great.
I didn't even know they made face wash. I only use their like lip products.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, might as well get this. I mean, it's got to be good, right?
I do remember one time we lost you in one of those stores, and I looked at Mom, and I was like, she's in the makeup skincare that section. That's where she is.
Yes, love it. I've been using it for a while, but then I have a couple ordinary products which I feel like super affordable and they do the job. Because my skin leans more dry, I just have like an Olay like soft face lotion that I just use every day, and my skin is like super soft. So like I love it. And that's literally it.
This is also one of those things that is, yes, there's going to be a generational, but this is where 9 years can make a difference. Because I do notice that my skin has become more finicky as I've gotten older. And you are also more concerned about certain things as you get older. Do you put on a sunscreen every day?
No.
Please do. Please. That is the one thing I wish I'd started when I was your age, and I didn't really commit to it until
there is a ordinary product that I use that does have SPF in it.
So I'm gonna find a video for you though that shows the amount of SPF that you need to actually make a difference is typically not as much as we're using. No, I don't even mean the SPF. I mean the quantity of the product. Like when people are like, oh, my makeup has SPF. And it's like, okay, in order to properly cover your face with the amount that you would need, you would look ridiculous with that much foundation on. So it's not enough. You have to put it on before that. So
I actually probably really do.
Well, yeah, you're also so fair. But in general, that is the one thing I have learned that really helps with anti-aging and your skin looking nice. Mm-hmm. And so even if I don't know if I'm leaving the house that day, I put on sunscreen on my face every single day.
Interesting. Okay. I will start doing that.
That is the one thing I wish I did at your age. I probably started being more consistent with it in like my late 20s. But that step and moisturizing at night are like the two that if I could just do two things, like it's those two things.
Always moisturize. I always moisturize at night. Another brand that I use is Good Molecules, which is an Ulta brand, I'm pretty sure.
I've heard of it. I've never used anything from them.
Also super affordable, and I use their like under eye like gel cream like in the morning. And like, I mean, listen, like I can't like pinpoint a huge difference, but it is really like refreshing. And sometimes
I think skincare is just about what feels nice.
Yeah.
So like in the morning, and I've shown this in my morning routine videos, I'll use a micellar water just to like wipe off my face first thing in the morning. It makes me feel good. And then I use, dang it, what is that brand? It's sold at Target. It's kind of that in-between price point. It's not like a drugstore, but it's not a high end. It's going to drive me bonkers. I'm going to put it up on the screen on the YouTube version. But I use like a mist spray on my face.
Mario.
No, it's not that brand. But I use that mist in the morning. I don't know that it really does anything, but it smells amazing and it feels good on my face. And it just like makes me feel good to start the day. And sometimes I feel like that is more important to me. But I also don't use any super high-end skincare brands. I use CeraVe a lot from the drugstore. I use their face wash and their daily moisturizer. I use The Ordinary. Also, I have a lot of stuff from them. I love the It Cosmetics Nighttime Moisturizer, which is a high-end brand, but if you get it either during the Ulta sale or on QVC, you're paying a drugstore price for it.
Yeah.
I love the way that moisturizer feels at night. And the Laneige lip stuff.
The CeraVe I never really got into. Well, I don't want to say that. Because I wasn't too concerned about my skin, I feel like it's a little bit pricier for me, so I don't.
It is a drugstore brand, but it is more
pricier. Yeah. But.
Shall we move on to makeup?
Sure.
I do think kind of like hair, there are things that are trends that are generational differences, but then also just like trends of the time related to makeup. But let's start with, I wasn't really into makeup. I kept a very basic.
I think we have a very similar storyline with makeup.
The difference is I think the timeline is close, but we're 9 years apart.
Yeah.
So I used very basic, literally all drugstore. I probably used the freaking CoverGirl cream foundation, but in a compact. I used that stuff for so long. I had the same routine. And then maybe I was 27-ish, 28, when I finally started watching makeup YouTube things, and that's when I finally got into makeup. I finally discovered the beauty that is Sephora, which now I have tried to get away from a budget standpoint.
I would say, like, when we've talked about budgeting,
yes,
I genuinely
makeup is bad.
Like, it is bad.
Yes, you do. It is bad.
Like, I have so many lip products you guys don't even understand, and like the minute a new one comes out, I want it.
Like a lipstick, a lip gloss?
A lip gloss. Yeah, and like for me, again, I wasn't really that into makeup. Like, honestly, most of the makeup I used in high school I think was probably hand-me-downs from you or like from mom or whatever. Once college started, I still wasn't very good at makeup. I like remember, and then it wasn't until like COVID, my roommate used to say like, dude, your makeup was like gone by the end of the night, because like I didn't wear like
anything long lasting.
Yeah, anything long lasting. For like the longest time in my life, like Sephora foundation, just the Sephora brand foundation was like
probably pretty good.
No, because it no offense to Sephora. Personally, for me, like it would come off of my face. And so then, over COVID, I was like, wait, like I want to kind of like get into makeup. I just like love makeup now. I actually think you are also a very big reason why I got really into makeup, because you got into makeup, like you were just saying, like a lot. Then I was like, I kind of got excited. This is how life goes with Lakin and Allie. Lakin starts doing something, and then I want to do it, and then I want to be Lakin, whatever.
Yeah, I guess that timing does kind of make sense. And if it was my late 20s, it's like towards the end of college and like COVID for you.
Yeah, because you gave me like a ton of these like palettes and like lip products and stuff, and I was like, that is what sparked everything for me, I think.
I am sorry to your budget.
Like, clearly, it's like that TikTok trend, if you don't know it, I'm sorry, but it's like, you're right, it's not my fault, it's your fault.
Oh, I don't know that trend, but maybe
because I could say that about multiple things. If we go back to the birthday episode, thank you. You're the one who planned all my extravagant birthdays when I was younger, so it's her fault.
Wow.
I could also blame mom for my shopping addiction.
Yeah, I don't have that bug that you two have.
No, it's a serious addiction.
And it's the two of you. It's not my fault. Okay,
it's real.
Maybe we should do a whole episode on shopping and bring mom back.
It is so real. Like, if there was a shopping rehab, I'd go.
Back to beauty, back to makeup. Mm-hmm. So, in terms of like brands that you use, do you find that you lean more towards the high-end Sephora type stuff or more drugstore Ulta type stuff? Is it a mix?
I think I love a dupe. I love a makeup dupe, but I have noticed that, the high-end brands do actually make better products. I think that like my main products, like my concealer, my contour, and my blush tend to
Do you contour every day?
I do. Not every day when I do my makeup though, yeah.
That's what I mean. Every time you do your makeup, you contour. Mm-hmm. Okay, I do not. Interesting. What do you use?
It's actually one of my favorite steps. I use the Fenty Beauty contour stick, or I did fall for the Charlotte Tilbury contour thingy.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Listen, it leaks. It pisses me off. Yeah. But I would say for everything else, when it comes to foundation, I use the e.l.f. Halo Glow. e.l.f. should raise their prices. Don't actually raise your prices, e.l.f. Please.
Yes.
But like they are my holy grail of products. My primer, my foundation, my eyebrow, like everything, like all of the basics. And my mascara will forever be Lash Paradise, forever be like,
See, that's so funny
L'Oreal.
because L'Oreal is the best mascara drugstore hands down. And I do love a good Lash Paradise, and that's my go-to waterproof. But I'm an It Cosmetics mascara. That is the one high-end thing I will not quit. For the most part, all my other products, I have a drugstore version that I am cool with on a daily basis. I do have some high-end things I like if I'm doing things fancier, but on a regular basis, I have pretty much a drugstore. And by drugstore, I also mean can be found at Ulta, which sometimes is slightly more expensive.
Yeah.
But except mascara, I will not quit. The It Cosmetics superhero. But yes, a huge fan of e.l.f. I have become a huge fan of Wet n Wild. They have stepped up their game for their price point. So it's interesting because a lot of the drugstore, like main drugstore brands, L'Oreal, Revlon, those kinds of brands are not as popular nowadays, but they all have a sister company that's a high-end version.
Oh.
And so it's actually, for the most part, kind of the same stuff with a different branding. But when people, at least our generations, talk about drugstore, we're not using those brands, right? Mom is using those brands. But
I've gotten her to kind of get into makeup
switch
a
to
little
some
bit
stuff.
more.
Yeah, no, she uses that NARS creamy concealer all the time.
That's my concealer that I use as well. That is probably the only high-end product that I will consistently buy that's like an outrageous price that I'm paying. Like, you know, that's like almost $30 for a little tube of concealer.
Yeah, I use the e.l.f. one.
Actually, one of kind of like a trend thing, I think, is the like bronzing drops or like bronzing like
that
serum.
Is a trend. Yep.
So again, always here for a dupe. I didn't buy the Drunk Elephant ones. That's ridiculous. I got the L'Oreal like Lumi Glotion, I think it's called. And I love adding it to my routine because I am really fair. So obviously live by the e.l.f. Halo Grip Primer. And then I put the Lumi Glotion on, and I don't even really wear like actual foundation anymore. I just put on the e.l.f. Halo Glow, and that's it.
Interesting.
I don't remember last time I put on actual foundation.
I don't use actual foundation. I use the Wet n Wild tinted moisturizer or tinted.
I just feel like foundation is just too cakey, and I actually don't think a lot of people wear it anymore. And if you do, like, I mean, it looks good either way, but it's just like the only one I have is I actually have a Charlotte Tilbury one, like the Age Rewind. Not Age Rewind. I don't know. It's like the one that's the tube.
Age Rewind is L'Oreal, I think.
Oh.
I do have a foundation for if I'm taking photos.
Mm-hmm.
I like to have foundation on. I think it just looks better in like professional photos, but on a day-to-day basis, I just use a tinted moisturizer.
Yeah. My makeup in general tends to be on the more like glowy, like glossy side. That's always kind of like my goal. Like I'm more like I put on powder like to set stuff, but like I don't wear really any powder products.
So do you use like a powder blush?
No.
I mean, sorry, a liquid blush is the question I meant to ask.
Yes, and I will stand by the Rare Beauty liquid blush always, and I actually am a very big stand on the Rare Beauty highlighter too.
Yeah, everybody talks about that.
But again, the minute e.l.f., I will always be an avid e.l.f. fan. Like, the minute e.l.f. comes out with a new product that's a dupe, like they just came out with the lip oils that are very similar to the Dior lip oils, and like I have a Dior lip oil.
What?
Oh yeah, I bought it a while ago. $40 lip oil.
Insane.
Which is great. I mean, it looks good or whatever. It doesn't last very long. The e.l.f. lip oils, over that any day. And they were $8 for one.
Yeah. Oh, I'm also very team e.l.f. I don't tend to lean more glowy. Again, talking my skin tends to lean more oily. So I do try to kind of make things matte. But I have been trying to get into more glowy stuff because I do think it looks good. I think it looks fresh and it makes your skin look healthy. But I've also started skipping steps recently just because for a time's sake. So I haven't put on a highlighter in I don't know how long. I feel like that was a trend.
Not super necessary, I feel like, even in the winter. You know, like it's definitely, I think, more of a summer thing. Like I put it on, like, sometimes I forget, but I don't notice I forget. You know, it's one of those steps where I'm like, okay.
I just felt like that was definitely a trend for a while. Well, so I started getting my eyebrows tinted so that I don't have to do that.
Yeah, I was going to say they look good. I was just noticing.
It is so worth it.
I might do that just because, well, okay. Before, when I was like, my hair was a lot darker, my eyebrows are very light.
Yeah.
And now that I'm dyeing my hair blonde again, not again, dyeing my hair blonde.
Period. For the first time.
Yeah, period. I think they're fine now, but eyebrows aren't my favorite. I got into them for like a second, and then I was like, But
I don't like doing them, but I like the way that they look when they're done on my face. And so my friend Brooke swears by this eyebrow guy and has been talking about him since before I got here. And so when I moved here, she's like, you have to go see Dean, and he's going to do your eyebrows.
Okay, wait, I want to see Dean.
I love Dean. He is fantastic. So
Fun.
now I go get my eyebrows done by Dean.
Yay.
And all I have to do is just run a spoolie through them to make them like not crazy, and I'm done. And those are my eyebrows.
Well, I think eyeshadow wise, I'm not gonna lie, I can do a good eye look.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't do eyeshadow anymore.
Oh no.
There's no time.
So, life hack. Guys, I'm coming at you with these life hacks today. If you have the Hoola bronzer, if you have any bronzer that you use, like a powder bronzer, I will throw that on my eyelids to give my eyes like a little bit more of a pop.
A little dimension.
Yeah, and just kind of like flush it out into my face a little bit. And that's it. That's all I do. But I also have I don't have small eyes, but I have like mom's eyes. Like they're a little like I just have like more wrinkles
like
around my
back?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know, but I have a lot of like creases in my eyebrows and whatever. So I actually got this like cream from Benefit, I think it is, that like I can put on my eyebrows before I put eyeshadow on.
Okay.
And it makes it like not crease as much. I love like an excuse to do a good eyeshadow look. I'm here for it.
Yeah, it's just not a priority for me in terms of time.
Yeah, no, it's same. But do you wear eyeliner like on the top?
I put eyeliner on the top waterline.
Okay. So I just started doing that. I've always worn on the bottom waterline. Also, I mean, Adrian, when we were younger, we were really, just like having fun with makeup or whatever. She put on bottom eyeliner. And she used to wear a lot of makeup when we were younger.
I remember that.
Yeah, and she put bottom eyeliner on. And from that point on, you would never catch me without bottom eyeliner. I looked like 10 years older. I was obsessed with it. This just makes lighter eyes pop.
It does. I don't do it as much anymore. My eyes water very easily, and so I don't put bottom eyeliner or bottom mascara on unless I'm, again, taking photos and I want my eyes to have that definition. Otherwise, I won't do it on a daily basis. I put a light eyeliner in my bottom waterline. So
I started doing that too.
People always comment on it, and they always ask what I'm using, and I always hate to, now it's discontinued. It's actually not an eyeliner. I use the Nude Sticks Concealer Stick is what I put in my bottom waterline.
I'll tell you what you should use.
Ooh, they have since discontinued. I have like 3 in back stock, so I got a long way to go before I need anything else. But for other people, what should they use?
So during the summer, not so much anymore, but like I would also put a white eyeliner on my bottom liner. NYX, their white jumbo stick.
Okay. I mean, I use a cream, not a white, because I just like the way that looks better.
Well, I think they have both.
They have multiple color.
Okay. So I have a white one, I have a gold one, and then I also have a pink one and a turquoise one. And shout out Leslie, another one of my friends. She was the one who started doing the turquoise on the under eye, and it looks so cute. And she got so many compliments, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start doing that. And then the pink is super cute too. But also with the NYX Jumbo Stick, the white one, people started using that for like their inner corners.
Yep.
And also I've seen a lot of people even use that as highlighter, like on their nose and stuff, because it's so shiny.
Interesting.
But I think that's a staple to have in your makeup.
So if you're looking for a recommendation, because I cannot recommend the Nude Sticks Concealer Sticks, you can still find it on like QVC or some of those like third-party sites, but you can't buy it from the actual brand anymore. I'm trying to think if there's any other makeup like things that I always do. Quit.
The thing is like you definitely don't need to spend a ton of money on makeup to like have a good makeup look. Like you can get literally all your products from e.l.f. and have. I mean, I have an e.l.f. lotion.
Yeah.
That I use as well. Like I love it. I feel like another good episode that we could do to kind of spin off on this, because I love makeup, is like kind of what products are worth it and what aren't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If we could
go on and on about that.
We could. I was just thinking that we could go specifically like we've kind of tossed out some names, right? And some things that staple products that we use. But we could go step by step and talk about brands that we like, products that we like, and give recommendations. So this episode, I'm looking at the timestamp, has already gone on for a while. But if y'all want a part 2 of beauty where we kind of give specifics to our routines and what we like and what we use, let us know.
Yeah, that would be really fun. Makeup is like my thing right now. I always have a thing I'm obsessed with, and it's currently makeup. But it's been. It's a consistent thing. I just love it. Like I love a day where I don't have to wear any, but I love a day like to look pretty. Yeah, we could go on and on about it.
I do think we could go on and on. So let's call it on this episode. But I feel like I see a beauty part 2 in our future.
I definitely do.
All right. If you're on YouTube, thumbs up and subscribe. If you are on Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, if you're able to give a rating and review, we would greatly appreciate that. And we will see y'all next time.
See you later.